Good evening, Superintendent Sharrow, President McFarland, members of the school board, the Midland Public Schools staff, the students, and the greater Midland community. My name is Britt Britton, and this is my colleague, Jessica Wilson.
Represent a team that has collaborated across the last 10 months to deeply analyze and interpret MPS's data to elevate the most strategic recommendations to not only inform but drive the district's short and long-term approach to realizing the diversity, equity, and inclusion vision. Lead with respect, trust, and courage, ensure an equitable, collaborative, and inclusive culture, enable all to achieve success.
We would like to thank the district for partnering with us in this very important work, and especially thank you, Assistant Superintendent Miller Nelson and Director Hogan, for your contributions over the collaboration of this project. We would also like to thank the dozens of members of the Midland community for sharing their time, their insights, and their experiences with us. Those personal connections are invaluable to our work and our why as an organization, and we appreciate the warmth with which we were welcomed by everyone with whom we came in contact with throughout this process. Insight is an international education consulting company founded in 2000. We are honored to partner with education leaders from across the country that represent all types of schools and districts to increase equity and achievement for all students. Whether it's large-scale change or systems refinement, we are most proud of meeting with each partner and meeting them where they are, working alongside them to stretch them to the next level. Our ability to provide such services is driven by our deep understanding of the principles of change, as well as the ability to craft thoughtful, strategic plans that guide sustainable implementation.
Every day, with every partnership and in our internal work, we strive to embody our core values. Equity is the driving force behind every decision we make. We are independently strong workers, but collaborate intentionally. We are former teachers, administrators, and district leaders who value continual reflection and personal refinement, as well as our own development. We are flexible and adapt to meet the ever-changing needs of our partners. And simply said, we love what we do, who we do it with, and we have fun in the process.
Our audit is grounded in 5 key domains: structures, systems, and resources, culture and community, racial equity in the educator workforce, professional learning and personal growth, and curriculum, instruction, and learning. Throughout the audit process, we focus on how the 5 domains are realized within the district's beliefs, their practices, and their policies in order to provide equitable opportunity and access that results in the achievement of outcomes for all learners.
Our audit team conducts a deep dive into the district's qualitative and quantitative data, as well as the community context shared with us from a variety of perspectives, including district partners, families and caregivers, students, leaders, and teachers. The equity audit process consists of 4 main phases: the document and process review, the qualitative and quantitative data review, the stakeholder engagement, and the finalization of the report.
We began last summer when we looked at a variety of documents that were provided by the district and also available publicly. At that time, we also analyzed the quantitative data to examine the different outcomes for the district. In the fall, we administered a perceptual survey to a wide variety of stakeholder groups that were also identified by the district. We received 4,253 total respondents from the surveys. In addition, we conducted 12 focus groups with a total of approximately 50 participants, as well as 11 individual interviews, again representing a wide range of stakeholders. And finally, this past winter, we conducted in-depth strategic analysis of all the quantitative and qualitative data in order to identify and elevate key findings, and then crafted high leverage recommendation. This work culminated in the final report that has been presented to the school district. What you find reflected throughout the report is that the intentional equity work that MPS has committed to and engaged in over the last few years has laid a very strong foundation, and you are well positioned to anchor your comprehensive planning in your beliefs about and goals for equitable learning environments for all students.
Some examples from the equity report of ways to engage in that work. We found that stakeholders across the district knew that the district has a clear vision for equity, but what they are less sure of is how the district defines equity and how they will monitor their progress towards achieving it. Another example is that we found there are numerous professional learning opportunities available to staff throughout the district, but they are often offered in pockets at the discretion of leaders. And there is little consistent effort to scale up successful initiatives district-wide. A final example would be the Midland DEI strategy, which identifies 5 key focus areas that align to the priorities elevated in our audit. What is needed now is the strategic collaboration to define measurable goals, actionable next steps, and clear systems and processes to make sure that Midland successfully operationalizes and institutionalizes that strategy. We want to thank you again for partnering with us as you engage in challenging yet rewarding work of taking equity in Midland Public Schools to the next level.
After having spent the past more than 10 months with members of the Midland Public Schools community, as well as the leadership there, we feel honored to have gotten to know the community better and to have experienced the MPS pride ourselves. Thank you for allowing us to serve the Midland community and to play a part in inspiring excellence through the completion of the equity audit. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us with any questions and let us know if there's any other ways that we can support you in this important work. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.